Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today we're on a rather wet and windy Leadhills, Scotland. This is episode 1 of me trying to learn my car on Scotland's best roads. So let's get into it. So the journey started in Leadhills and then we head through a kind of valley to Wanlockhead, which is the highest village in Scotland, 477 metres if I remember correctly. And then we're heading on to Sanquar and then Muirkirk as a loop. It's a lovely bit of road, it's the most beautiful scenery in the world. It's exactly what the Fiesta was made for, but we'll have a caveat. Some of the roads are I am still on matched budget tyres because the tyre place let me down on the Uni Royals that we were supposed to get today. It's a wee bit wet, it's a wee bit windy as you can tell from the intro. There's a lot of sheep about. Our tyres will be tested with grip, braking, all that stuff, and hopefully this is the last proper drive on bad tyres for me. So as you see guys, lovely wee road, not too wide, not too tight, lovely sweeping bends, loads of sheep. It's just, the scenery is just amazing. It's one of my favourite roads ever. My dad used to mountain bike and we used to come down this road in the transit van, and even in the transit van it was beautiful to drive. The only bad thing is some of the potholes are bloody huge. Look at this, when you just turn this corner and bang, look at that. That looks like it's been shaped with the gods. The driving gods. So this part is the part you'll see if you Google Wanlockhead or Leadhills. This road here, the flat section, a little bit potholy but not as bad as the rest of it. There is not another soul. I have seen 2 cars in this whole journey. Been driving for about half an hour. Amazing. Look at these wee sheep. Got some sheep on the road here and some roadworks. Little babies. Oh, there's another car, a Fiesta, would you believe? It's just, this road honestly is amazing. It's obviously not the best in the world, but it's also not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. It's beautiful to drive. The Fiesta just feels right at home. I mean, lovely. So now we come through here and it's like a very tight ravine turn. So I come through here in 4th. It's dried up a wee bit now. This area doesn't seem to be wet at all, so that's good for our tyres. And then, I mean, look at this. It's just beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so privileged to live 20 minutes from here. You then, after you've been through the pass, you then come to this country lane, which is rife with potholes there. I think we might have just dinged our alloy, but it doesn't matter because we're getting new ones on Friday with the new tyres. So it tightens up a wee bit here, and you've got a wee thing with bridge. You don't want to be going too fast around here, obviously, because the sheep and other cars and that, because this is people's local road, so not everybody's here driving spirited. They're just driving normally, so you've got to respect that. It's just, I love this place. We are now in Sanquar. I think that's how you say it. It could be Sanquar, but I think it's Sanquar. So you come out to Wanlockhead after that road and you jump onto a wee bit of fast A road and then you're back through the wee villages and stuff. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like Ballamore, if you know what Ballamore is. You see, it's all colourful and beautiful. So I'm going to head out towards Muirkirk and then hopefully find a wee lay-by and we'll have lunch and we'll discuss some of the area. So I've pulled over for some lunch in Sanquar. I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure. And this lovely duck pond, wait till you see this. Look at that, guys, is that not just beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Look at them all. The wee old man, lovely. Then we've got a wee bit of history over here. Statue of a lady. And then this is the people who died during the First World War from the village in the district. Then here, these 3 memorials are for the Second World War. The Korean War as well. That's another one commemorating the Scottish soldiers that died in the war. So I'll grab lunch, get back on the road and we'll head for Muirkirk. Some lovely roads through that way. So I'll see you back on the road. Okay guys, back on the road after lunch. We went down to go to Muirkirk, but I think there's been an accident and the road's all shut off. So we've had to improvise and we're going to go back the way we came, through the Leadhills and Wanlockhead Pass, up to Douglas, which is a nice wee bit of road. So we're just heading back. After Douglas we might either continue the loop again if the road's open, or we'll just head home from there. But there's a big rain cloud came in. I don't know if you can see how dark it is, so we'll decide how it's looking when we get there. While we're heading back towards Wanlockhead Pass, I am going to tell you a bit of history that I've just learned from the petrol station lady. She said that it's Sanquar with a K, like Sanquar or Sanquar. But she told me that the bit of history about the area is that they've been knitting. They're famous for their knitting patterns. It's gone hundreds of years they've been knitting. So I'll see if I can find some pictures and put them here now. So that was interesting. I've also got a wee bit of history for Wanlockhead as well, and Leadhills, but I shall save that for when we're back there. We're heading back onto the pass backwards. This is a wee bit with all the potholes. Oh. So we're just about to turn the corner into the valley. It's going to be beautiful. I love doing it this way, it's absolutely stunning. And look, you just turn the corner and you just approach by these massive hills. And there it is. I mean, look at that. Is that not just epic? Absolutely epic. We're about halfway through the loop. Well, it's not really a loop now as it is, more of a back and forth, but the tyres wise, when we've been pushing, the tyres have been okay. You know, I don't really fully trust them. I've had a few, you know, slides and understeer, oversteer situations, not today but recently in the wet, so I'm not really fully trusting them. But this isn't really a road that you're trying to get top speed on, you know, you're just trying to keep momentum and keep it flowing and kind of jump through the corners. Well, that's how I drive it anyway, so that's more important to me. But currently, for instance, I'm doing about 47 now and I'm just keeping momentum up and skipping through the corners. But the tyres are coping okay. You can kind of feel a wee bit of give and such like. So I'm looking forward to getting the unis on. So I think we're just approaching Wanlockhead again for the second time today. This car is just made for this road, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. No matter where you go, you get hit with traffic lights, man. Temporary lights everywhere. Also, I'm not allowed to swear this episode because my gran gave me into trouble for swearing last week. So, sorry, gran. So that's us just dropping into Wanlockhead now. The highest village in Scotland, 1,531 feet above sea level. There you go, guys, there's a fact for you. 1,000. Sorry, Gran. But it was deserved that time. What the hell, man? Look at the view here, guys. Look at that. I mean, look how it's the open road. So we're now just entering Leadhills. So I shall show you the mining museum, the lead mining museum. I'm not sure if we passed the museum or I was just fucking blind. I shall put a picture of the museum now since we never find it. towards Douglas, which I'll show you, because we've not been on that road yet. You've already seen this kind of road. Okay, now we're heading up, I think, to Crawford John and then on to Douglas. I don't know how these roads will be. I think it's quite an uphill, you know, road at the start, but I'm not getting any 3G, so my maps have totally disengaged, so I'm just going to go with my brain and the signs, but so we could get massively lost. I've already missed a turning once, so here we go. Not another soul on this road. Absolutely brilliant. I fear we might have, I don't even know if this goes to Douglas, but I didn't want to go up Abington up the M74, so I thought we would chance it. It might be the case, it might not be the case, we shall see. A lot of old cars around here. I just seen I think it was a 1970s Mini up on somebody's like container roof. It was lovely. I feel like I could be in the hills above Monaco on WRC now. Whee! Everybody who comes to Scotland, or you know, they drive nice roads. They always go up north, but you should think about going kind of south central. It's just, there's beautiful roads here. It's like a mini Glencoe what we've done today. Absolutely beautiful. Well, there's a big river down there now with the switchbacks. I forget what they're called, but I did them in geography. See them, guys? Look at this. It's quite a big river. I imagine that'll be either the Avon or I don't know what it'll be actually. I'll put it in here though, because there'll be some of them. Maybe the Canter, I'm not sure. Maybe something totally different. So I took a wee wrong turn there and Crawford John ended up next to the Colebrook Arms. However, not to fear, because we are one turn away from the road to Douglas, where we will end our journey for today. So just going to do that now. I just filled up the screen wash for your viewing pleasure. We're on our way again. 11 minutes it says. Again, I'm going to be respectful to the sheep and the locals. This is a kind of more farmland place, and I don't want to, you know, upset anybody. Again, my maps still aren't working, so I am wondering if I'll need to turn at all, or Douglas will tell us where it is. If it'll show itself to us, you know, like something in the Bible. Or like Atlantis or something, you know. Douglas has revealed itself to me, and it's told me from the passenger seat that I'm turning in 0.8 miles. Turning which way, Douglas? Left, I'm turning left. Told you, it would reveal itself. Carrying a nice wee bit of momentum through there, lovely. Lovely, this is a nice road, Crawford John to Douglas. Very nice. Douglas is now reminding me to turn left. Slow down, Douglas says. Is it that big sign, Douglas? Aha! Douglas! Lovely big bitty open fast road there for a wee pull, and she's pulling like a train, even though she's been on since about 10:30 this morning. She's a machine. Stretch her legs a wee bit. Shout out to the guy who told me to use Mr. Muscle on the exhaust tips. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm taking you on Mr. Muscle, Douglas. So I'm looking forward to that, because last week we started to clean the exhaust tips and we kind of got halfway there and it didn't really work. It worked on the outside, but the inside by a struggle. So shout out to you, bud. And to all my guys who watch and comment every week, thank you. You keep me going, you make me feel like it's actually worth making the videos, you know, not just for me. So thanks, guys. Douglas is also a mining town, kind of. My papa was from Colburn. Well, originally he's from Douglas, but he moved to Colburn to work in the mines. So I have a lot of history in this kind of part of the world as well. A big mixture of roads. Today we've had tight twisties, we've had big open flowing twisties, we've had big open roads like this one. We've also had the really bad tiny little pothole roads. My favourite probably the Leadhills Pass, to be honest. That road is lovely. Although John road up to this kind of A road to go to Douglas was very, very, very good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, so that was a nice wee 5 minutes. And we are entering Douglas. There we go. I've arrived in Douglas, guided by the light. Now, I've seen a wee thing on the maps that says it's a Polish memorial garden, so I want to go and see what that's all about, whether it's about the war or the miners, I'm not sure, so we'll go and have a wee look at that first. So guys, I'm here at the monument. It is for Polish soldiers who, in 1939, when Germany and the Soviet Union invaded Poland, well, Germany first in the Soviet Union, the Polish armed forces came to Britain, mostly in Scotland, and they made these memorials to commemorate the, Poland and them serving in Britain. The memorials have been moved around a wee bit since then. They've ended up in Douglas here, but when the monuments were getting moved, they found a letter in a bottle by the engineer's monument, and I'll put a wee picture of the letter on the screen now, translated, and I'll also put pictures of the monument and the sign. The company that was the armed forces that were in Scotland met again 10 years after the war, it says here, so very interesting. I'm now walking up to a pond that's got a cairn with something to do with the Cameronians. The wee man who lives next to the Polish War Memorial, I was asking him where I could park, and then we got chatting and he told me to go up here and have a wee look at this, so I'll show you this now. So this memorial, guys, is for the Cameronians. They were formed in 1689 and they were disbanded in 1960, less than a mile from here, if I'm reading that correctly. I'll put it on the screen now so you can read it for yourselves. They were the rifle regiment, the only rifle regiment in Scotland, I believe, I think, if my history is correct. And over there is turrets from, I believe, the old Douglas Castle, which there's not much left of. I could be wrong though. And just behind me here, there is 3 ponds that run parallel to that road we've just came in on, which is interesting. So this monument was unveiled by a man called Colonel Lord Clydesmuir, CB, MBE, TD, Lord Lieutenant of Lanarkshire. I was going to do the outro in the car, but I can't think of a reason why not to do it here. It's beautiful. This has turned into a bit of a war history fucking episode, but it wasn't meant to be. I'm going to do history for where we are because Scotland's dripping with history and it's interesting, especially for people who aren't from here. So I'm no bothered. War, it just happened to be, a lot of them were war memorials a day, and that's what they were and they're interesting, so that's what we've seen. But back to the car. The car is running great. So I've had it on for 10 o'clock. It's now 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it's going great. I mean, absolutely no complaints. Every time it's asked, it delivers. There's no stumbling, no nothing. The only thing that's happened today is I've scratched my splitter, but the splitter's coming off. I've got a new one on the way, so not a problem with that. I mean, temps have been rock solid at 97 all day, not a problem. Up, spiking, and when they're in traffic or sitting at temporary lights, but apart from that, rock solid when moving. IATs 2 degrees above ambient. I mean, unless in traffic. I mean, what can you say about that? It's perfect. Tyres, that's what we were talking about earlier, wasn't it? Now, there was no problems. We didn't slide or we didn't anything with today. It's just that I can feel it being on the edge of grip before it should be. With Uni Royals, hopefully the edge of grip should be miles in front of where it is now, so I'm a wee bit skittish when I'm kind of getting close to the limit and I back off. That's a me problem, but the tyres will help that. So next week when we do the same loop with new tyres, I should be, if I go on review, hopefully. But it isn't a tyre review, it is me learning the car on Scotland's amazing roads, but I'm interested to see what the tyres will be. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. I know it's a bit different for the channel today, but I really wanted to do this, and I hope people like the series because it's so interesting for me. I love Scotland, I love history, and I love my car. So I hope to see you next week, guys. It won't be one of these will be once a month. So I hope to see you next week, and I hope to see you next month for episode 2. See you then, guys.